We will now receive. Is this thing on? Okay. We will now do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. Sorry, I have braces on. Can't talk. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Class of 2021, you may be seated. I just got to say, y'all look beautiful. Welcome, parents, grandparents, friends, students, staff, and especially the class of 2021. It is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today. I am so happy to be giving this principal's message to you in person. This year and a half has been a roller coaster ride for all of you, but you've remained resilient. I'm going to give you a little background about myself. When I was 6 years old in the Dominican Republic, I overheard my brother say they were going swimming. Like any 6-year-old who has older brothers, I wanted to tag along. My brothers quickly said, no, go back home. And I said, like any little brother, if you don't take me, I'm telling Mom. They had no choice but to bring me along. My brother sat me at the edge of the creek as they played with their friends in the water. The next thing I knew, I was paddling and trying to stay afloat as I was drowning. I remember frantically kicking and screaming, hoping that somebody would see me and help me. They did not. My arms and legs got tired. I remember letting go and feeling myself going under, and the current started to take me away. I remember feeling, even at 6 years old, that my life was over. And I would never see my family again. As I felt my body start to move, I bumped into something. My brother. I grabbed onto his leg and held on for dear life. He pulled me out of the water, and as I had this sense of relief that I could breathe again. Now, as life goes, that same brother died of cancer at 34. Before he died, he taught me 3 things. Never put your head down for anyone or any situation. Chin up. Be grateful for what you have. Someone is always worse off than you. Live every day like it is your last, because one day you'll be right. See, many of you experienced what I did that day during the last year and a half. Many of you felt like you were drowning. You frantically kicked and paddled, trying to keep your head above water. You found something to hold on to for dear life. And today, you have pulled out of the water and you can finally breathe. Be sure to take time to thank your teachers for the role they played in your life. They helped prepare you for the future. Also, take time to thank your families, your grandparents, parents, your aunts, uncles, who helped you get here today. Realize that without their love and support and guidance, this would not be possible. All of you have worked hard and remained focused to achieve this goal. But remember, this is only the beginning. Continue striving to go further in your educational or professional career. Never settle for mediocrity. Always work to achieve more. You must strive to make the remaining years of your educational journey the best ones possible. Have the courage to dream and pursue those dreams. You must believe in yourself and not be afraid to fail. Life is never easy, but achieving your goals is well worth the cost. This journey will not come without tests and trials. Set your goals high, chart your path, and never, never give up. Take advantage of what the world has to offer you, and you will see that you can achieve much more than you ever thought possible. There's one universal truth we all have to face, whether we want to or not. Everything eventually ends. As much as you've looked forward to this day, you've always disliked endings. Last day of summer, final chapter of a great book, parting ways with a close friend. But endings are inevitable. Leaves fall, you close the book, you say goodbye. Today is one of those days for you. Today, you say goodbye to everything that was familiar, everything that was comfortable. You're moving on. But just because you're leaving, and that hurts, there are some people who are so much part of you, they'll be with you no matter what. They're your solid ground, your North Star, and the small, clear voices in your hearts that will always be with you. Always. So, to the class of 2021, go make your mark in the world and make us all proud at Cheltenham High School. I love you all very much. Thank you. And now I'd like to bring our superintendent, Dr. Wagner Marseille.
Thank you, Dr. Lahada. I want to thank our parents, the Board of School Directors, our guardians, our loved ones, for making it to this point. And obviously the graduating class of 2021. So I'm holding back a lot of emotions as I'm overwhelmed to see you in this space. I look at you adorned in your regalia, a little different than those prom outfits, but just like Dr. Lahada said, you're still beautiful and you're still making it look good. So I see you. It has been an overwhelming pleasure to serve you as your superintendent. You will be the last class that I will address in this capacity. And during my 6 years, I tried so hard to try to get to know so many of you. But with that, I know that some of you still don't know who I am as much as I know you. To some, you see me as the guy who walked through the buildings, the guy who stood outside and greeted you in the morning, the guy who walked the hallways, who came into meetings, came into classrooms, performances, recitals, and the periodic letters that would push out to our community. And as I think about those 6 years, I reflect back on, could I have done more? What was my impact? Did I do enough for you? Did I say enough? Did I fight hard enough? You know, you come to the end of any transition in your life, and as you think about the next chapter, you think about your value added. Your last race, your last at bat, your last dive, your last game, your last recital. And you look back and you often say, did I leave everything out there on the stage, on the field, on the court, in the classroom, and yes, even in the streets? In those moments of reflection, it's not so much about regret, It's about the abundant potential. That as much as you gave, there's room to give more. And when you're a champion, like all of you are, you will always strive to be better and to do better. Not just for you, but for the benefit of others. So I'm overwhelmed with a sense of pride in your resiliency, knowing some of your personal stories and the road you traveled, the obstacles that were put in front of you, and a system that continues to marginalize and oppress so many of you because of your race, your gender, your sexual orientation, your socioeconomic status, your ethnicity, religious affiliation, and all the other identities that play a role in defining your story, your history, and your future. To the young man that I met several years ago, probably doesn't remember, and I affectionately called him the young Sidney Portier. You have taught me more than I taught you. In so many instances, class of 2021, you too have taught me more than I taught you. So I don't ever let anyone make you believe you have to play second fiddle, or you can only be the student because you can be the teacher. You have too much to offer, and you have the ability to lead and lead effectively. Your cup is not half empty, it's half full. You have the power to pour into others as they have poured into you. Never let anyone tell your story. It's uniquely yours, and it is part of who you are, and it makes you who you are. So throughout the last couple of years, without a doubt, it's been extremely challenging for you, your family, this country, and the world. But I want to share a quote with you that resonated with me because a friend of mine and a colleague, Dr. Kathleen Pernarski, the executive director of Eastern Center for Arts and Technology, said to me, but I want to shout out to the 34 Eastern students and to tell you that you are graduating from one of the best programs in the state of Pennsylvania. Special shout out to Kayla, Lucas, Antonio, Sabria, Bay, Journey, Lillian, Jayla. Job well done, and all the others. So this quote that Dr. Plenarski shared with me is poignant for this moment. And I apologize for taking so long on the mic. But I figured, since this is my last speech, what exactly are they going to do? So I might as well take all the time I want. But it's not about me, it's about you. But I do want to share some things. The quote says this. It's from a famous Japanese writer, Haruki Murakami, and it reads, and once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't be sure whether the storm is really over, but the one thing is certain, that when you come out of that storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm is all about. Instead of reading or learning history, you are living it, struggling with it, and at the end of the day, surviving it. Your high school experience was filled with challenges that you, the world, your family would have never imagined. the world would not stop throwing at you some of the most significant challenges of our generation, parents' generation, even grandparents' generation. And I want to put it into perspective. You struggled through and lived through 4 pandemics. There's been no other time like that in our history. The first one, most catastrophic one. And as we close our doors almost 2 years ago, March 9th, and a couple of days later, the rest of the world closed as a result of COVID-19. We've had 170 million cases. 152 people have recovered. But worldwide, 3.5 million lives were lost. Names that we don't know, and names that we know very well. As we look forward to transition to better days, and as orders are being lifted, let's not forget about our brothers and sisters at home and abroad who are still ravaged by COVID-19, especially our brothers and sisters in India and in Africa. This pandemic has continued to shine a brighter light on the massive inequalities that exist in our world. And then you had to live through a racial pandemic, witnessing unprecedented rise of hatred and bigotry in this country, a culture of devaluating those who are different from you, and beliefs that those who don't look like you, who move into your neighborhood, may be draining the system and consequently a threat to you and your family's prosperity. The fear driving white supremacy is significantly larger than any of us are willing to admit. So as you witness the horrific scenes and live through so many names, the Ahmaud Arbery's, the Breonna Taylor's, George Floyd, a year after what you saw is murder, so many more have succumbed. So though this hatred disproportionately impacts Black and brown lives, it does not mean the rest of us are immune to that hatred. We are witnessing an unprecedented rise of hate and violence against our Asian brothers and sisters. 150% increase. Anti-Semitism is on the rise. Too many Americans, when they feel threatened out of fear, hold on to propaganda and rhetoric and succumb to hateful ideology. And you saw that play out on January 6th, an attack against democracy in our country. But I'm reminded about the work that some of you are doing. Our very own Zhao Gu is unapologetic about her Asian identity and will no longer allow others to define her. She will keep her cultural difference in the foreground, not in the background. And as she said, a new beginning, a beautiful girl. To my cultural proficiency equity student ambassadors, 2 years ago, we got together and we wanted to make a difference. We embarked on a journey to eradicate inequity, racism across Montgomery County. We started with a couple of schools, now we're 8 strong, working together. You brought your advocacy to change the legislators and those who control policy. For that, I see you. And to those founding fathers, sisters, who helped start this organization, Kashmira, Craig, Sojourner, Roman, Ava, Julia, Noah, Quincy, Rihanna, Sabria, and Sarah, and of course, Yasir. Continue your fight for cultural proficiency and equity. Then, as though that wasn't enough, you struggled through an economic pandemic. And as a result of COVID, we've seen the continued rise and divide between the haves and the have-nots. And that the richest 1% own half of the world's wealth. To those students who advocated for more support of our very own during this crisis, for families who are suffering food insecurities, I also see you. To Noah, who came into our office and said, whatever you're doing, it's not enough. And for the first time in my tenure, as a result of his leadership, we are starting a food program during the summer. And he's put plans into place to start a food pantry at our high school moving forward, so that students and families will have access to the resources they need, unapologetic, as we support that. And then you're living through an environmental pandemic. And in our failure to take care of each other, we failed to take care of our planet. And there's overwhelming evidence that climate change is real and is playing a significant impact on weather patterns and soil erosion. And students came forward and said, we need to do more. And for those students, I see you. And for Mia and her role, and her other colleagues who are not graduating, underclassmen, who came in and said the same thing. And now we are revamping our elementary and secondary curriculum to infuse significant awareness around environmental issues. I share those with you not to bring a dark cloud on a day of celebration, but to say that either entering the storm, in the storm, or stepping out of the storm has made you significantly stronger than you were before. So whether you're a part of student voices demanding systemic change and of racist practices, where you're part of cultural proficiency, pushing policy, whether you march for Black Lives Matter or Brown Lives Matter or Asian lives, whether you're fighting for income equality, you made an impact. Through that storm, class of 2021, you fought, and you're better for it. I'm coming to a close. It's okay. Give me a few more minutes. Just think about this as either a moment, whether on a Saturday or Sunday, you're sitting there and someone's at the podium thinking, how long is this gonna continue? But I wanna leave you with 3 thoughts. And this is from the daughter, one of my closest friends, who finished her master's study at University of Pennsylvania in public health. And in her remarks to the graduating class, Letitia Thompson said this, that there were 3 core fundamental values that helped define her success during her time at University of Pennsylvania, and that will continue to drive her forward. And they were poignant as I was sitting there listening and watching the celebration. And the first is gratitude. The state of being that calls for reflection on where you are and where you come from. Grace, patience, forgiveness, and kindness. Grace should be given and received. And finally, hope, knowing and acting on the opportunity to make a difference, doing the work that nobody else is willing to do. So I'm extremely proud to see your growth and your transition, and looking forward to the next phase of your journey. I've always believed upon my arrival, and even in my departure, that you have the answer, and you need to seize the moment. So as much as I will miss all of you, I'll miss the community that embraced me and my family. This is not a goodbye, as I will be watching from afar, always a fan, cheering from you from the sidelines as you change yourself, your workplace, your community, and our planet. Congratulations, class of 2021. It wasn't that bad, right? It wasn't that long. All right? So with that, I'd like to introduce our Board of School Directors President, Mr. Joel Fishbein.
Well, that's a lot to follow. I would like to take this opportunity to ask you all to just give a huge round of applause as we say farewell to Dr. Marseille. Dr. Marseille, Dr. Lahara, members of the board, parents, guardians, family, and friends, and graduates. It is my pleasure and my honor to address you as the president of the Cheltenham School District Board of School Directors. Graduates, we are so proud of all that you have accomplished during these most difficult of years. The last year and a half of your high school experience is the stuff of history. You all remember the field trip downtown to Philadelphia when you learned about the impact of yellow fever on colonial Philadelphians. People in generations to come will be studying the COVID-19 pandemic the same way. The Great Depression impacted the lives of your great-great-grandparents no differently than the pandemic will shape yours. People in those times learned what you have learned over the last year and a half. You are capable of much more than you would have ever imagined. You learned to participate in school remotely, and even though it was hard, you made it to this day. You remained committed to your passions in sports, music, art, theater, community action, and many of you have accomplished great things in those arenas despite the pandemic. Many of you have probably helped your parents and grandparents to learn how to use Zoom so that you could stay connected while being physically distanced. The people in history survived through similarly difficult times because they learned what you learned: resilience. Resilience in the face of adversity is the theme of your young lives. And here's a quote to remember. I missed more than 9,000 shots, lost almost 300 games. 26 times I took the last shot in the game and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Who said that? One of the greatest athletes of all time, a guy known for clutch shooting, Michael Jordan. Thomas Edison had 1,000 failed attempts before he finally invented the light bulb. Failure is okay. It's a necessary foundation for future success. I listened to a few commencement speeches to prepare this, and a theme that emerged in the good ones had to do with following your passions. Do what you love. Do what you are good at. Do what makes you happy. You will have the greatest chance of success. And you know something about success, class of 2021. I don't need to repeat all of the litany of things that you all have accomplished in your short time as students in this high school that Dr. Marseille highlighted at length. You are incredible. Next up is David Cohen, the proud father of Molly Cohen, graduate this year, and he will also speak on behalf of the board.
Good morning, students, parents, guardians, family members, friends, teachers, support staff, administrators, and fellow board members. Let me offer my congratulations to our graduates, including my daughter, for reaching this day during the challenging times in which we live. You have experienced the difficult and unusual junior and senior years of high school. To our graduates, today marks an end, a transition, and a beginning. An end to your high school graduation. A transition from high school to the next phase of your life. A beginning to adulthood with new opportunities, challenges, and commitments. The paths that you will travel from today will diverge from this point and from Cheltenham High School. You will go down different paths in terms of what you're going to be doing, where you will be living, and with whom you will meet and engage. The paths you take may be choppy and winding, and you may stumble, get stuck, or go backwards or sideways at times before you can continue going forward. Before you go down your paths, let me ask you now to turn to the people next to you and thank them for being part of your journey and your community, and congratulate them for their success and for graduating. Thank you. Some of you know what you want to do in life, and some of you are still finding your way. As you get older, and as people try to get to know you, you will be asked many times what you do, especially when you meet people for the first time. I suspect that if I spoke with you one-on-one a month ago and asked you what you do, the responses would nearly always be, I am a student, or something similar. If I were to ask you the same question in October this year, the responses would likely include, I am a student, or I work at a specific company or organization, or I am taking a gap year, or I am in the armed forces. What you do from 9 to 5 or during working hours, or your main focus at a time during your life defines us in our society. However, it is just part of your life and what you do. When someone asks what you do, why not answer about your values, or what you do for hobbies, or what you enjoy, or how you approach life? Why not answer, I spend my life learning about a wide variety of things, or I spend my time painting and doing uppings and well-being. As you continue down your path and well-being. As you continue down your path I encourage you to be part of communities in real life and not just on social media platforms or through texting and messaging. Volunteer and engage with others, including those from outside your circle. Stay true to your beliefs, but learn and grow and evolve in your beliefs. Many things you will face in life or issues you care about will not be black or white. What will be different shades, and in many cases, complex quilts of many different components with different shapes, sizes, and elements, some of which will challenge your beliefs, and some of which will support your beliefs. Time is a limited resource. Use it wisely. As noted by the late author Kurt Vonnegut, try different things and have hobbies, even if you are not good at them. Spend time to appreciate things and people, and to thank and help others, including your family, friends, community members, and strangers. Practice random acts of kindness, semi-random acts of kindness, and intentional acts of kindness. Also, find time for yourself to reflect and to be in quiet places. As you go down your paths, remember your time at Cheltenham High School, even though your paths may take you far away from here in terms of time, distance, and memories. Congratulations, and enjoy today, tomorrow, and the days ahead. Best of success, happiness, and well-being on your paths ahead. Thank you.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It gives me great honor to introduce the class of 2021 President, Lisa Lum.
We found it. We found it. We found it.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Molly Cohen, you're not a tie-dye circle? Steven, you aren't actually a train? Mr. Sheena, you aren't a letter J? And Mrs. Kaiser, so you aren't actually beach chairs? No one is their Google Meet icon. It's hard to imagine this is our first and last time being here all together ever since March 2020. Gosh, it's been over a year. So, when they asked one of the most inspirational people of our class to speak at graduation, she said no. When they asked one of the most likely to be successful people in our class to speak, she also said no. Finally, when they asked one of the most inspirational people of our class to speak at graduation, and if you didn't catch that, inspirational is just inspirational without the P, because that's how they spelled it in the yearbook. Well, I couldn't say no 3 times, so here I am. Quick shout out to our alumni, Lil Dicky, for inspiration for my speech opener. My name is Lisa Lum, and I appreciate the opportunity to have served as your class president for these past 4 years. I want to first thank the parents, the teachers, the administrators, and the rest of the adults in our lives who have guided us onto the path to where we are today. I cannot imagine the stress it must have been to direct and instruct in the virtual setting. You have all held the job of helping us mold into mature, educated human beings stepping into the very intimidating and quite scary adult world. I then want to give a shout out to all the students here for bearing with virtual learning and still attending classes, especially when your bed was literally right there. I mean, give yourself a pat on the back, because who would have ever imagined that half of our high school career would be from our bedrooms and not our actual high school? And lastly, I wanted to thank Costco for providing me with all the goodies for our weekly bake sale fundraisers. Costco, the love of my life. If you're watching this, please sponsor me. Before high school, we were separated into 3 different buildings: CBK West at Ivy Hill, CBK East at St. Joe's, and the CBK wing at the high school. While at Cedarbrook, we lost Christopher Bloom, a kind-hearted, funny, and outgoing member of our class. Although he's especially myself and others who are in the Computer Science Honor Society. His passion for computer science, mathematics, and roller coasters influenced us to host multiple hackathons that introduced computer science to both Cedarbrook and the CHS students. He inspired not only us, but the younger classes to also share his passions. As Christopher left a legacy, so did our class as a whole. When we came to the high school, we strived to be unified. We were the first to lead a gun violence walkout down to City Hall, with our voices unified, demanding change in gun laws. We were the first to create a mental health night, with our hearts unified, supporting one another about the importance of our emotional well-being. We were the first to live through a whole school year virtually, with our sadness unified, connecting with one another through a screen. We will continue to experience many firsts, whether it's your first job, first day of college, or even your first tax bill. While we go on to experience our future first, we must always remember what we learned at Cheltenham. We learned the quadratic formula, how to balance chemical equations, and most importantly, creative ways to stay unified, despite the obstacles that attempted to pull us apart. We will continue to work towards unification for a better, equal, and just tomorrow. Our generation carries the responsibility to raise our voices for unjust and immoral issues, as many of us are doing for the Black Lives Matter movement and Stop Asian Hate movement. We have found ways using technology and social media to educate ourselves on these issues that surround us and unite our voices around their necessity for change. Though we will all be parting on each of our separate journeys, we will always be a Cheltenham High School Panther, which unifies us in our spirits. When we look back upon our high school years, we will remember the unity despite the distance. After all, 2020 taught us nothing, if not how to be physically distant, but not lose connections. We will go into the world bold and kind, instilled with Panther pride. We will encounter bumps down the road, but always remember you have survived 100% of your hardest days, including a pandemic. But it never hurts to have some encouragement. When you walk out, you will receive mints or encouragements for your future successes. I wish you all the best, and never let anyone silence your voice. Thank you all, and congratulations, my fellow classmates of 2021.
Great job. So I have to tell the parents a secret. When I ask the students, what do you guys want for graduation? Do we split it so that we can invite more people? Or do we have it together and we can invite less people? And I'm gonna be honest with you, the kids didn't even want y'all here. You can laugh all you want. I'm not lying. They said that happened. All right, now it's party time. We will now do the diploma giveaway. It's a raffle. You guys ready? Ready?
Just waiting for her. Lisa Lum. Emily Abruzzi. Layla Abdul Ali.
Stand there and let them take their picture. Just hand it and let them take a picture by itself. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. No. Take a picture on your own. On the yellow dot. Yellow dot. Take the solo, Zach. Take a picture on it. This one. No. You just hand it in the phone. They're going to take a picture. No. I'm good.
Anaya Abney.
Step in the yellow. There you go.
Hassa Venus Abada. Amanda Agbara. Sojourner Ali Orlina. Brian Allen. Mary Amhong. Juliana Isa Ancheta. Damien Antone. Brandon Arnoon. Emma Austin. Ramsey Banda. Imani Banks. Kayla Banks. Mazani Barnes. Regina Barnes. Dewan Bazemore. Satchel Beecham. Chandler Belial. Olivia Bell. Darren Bennett. Layla Bennett. Seth Bernstein. Adam Bilby. Hope Birnbaum. Joshua Bluestein. Kingsley Boateng. Michaela Bakary. Joy Boggs. Rajukavi Bhumanathan. Scarlett Boxer. Megan Boyle.
Yeah, there you go. No, take a picture.
Yeah.
Good time. Don't worry about it. Good time. Here you go.
Sydney Brody. Nasir Brookins. India Brooks. Mei-Ling Brooks. Aaliyah Brown. Christopher Brown. Sydney Brown. Ella Brown. Khalif Burke. Trinity Burrows. Sebastian Buscemi. Anna Bustos. Sophie Carney. Nasir Carson. Gabrielle Carter. Anaina Celeste. Isaiah Chapman. Henri Chappelle. Tu Chen. Cameron Clark. Molly Cohen.
Get a picture, get a picture.
Joseph Colangelo. Stephen Collins. Kevin Cook. Alexander Coughlin. Noah Cruz. Nyla Curitin. Shivane DaCosta. Xavier Davis. Ashley Dawson. Kennedy Dawson. Melana Deputy. Raymond Desereau.
Did you know that?
Lucas Di Benedetto. Vivian Din. Isabella Rose Dolan. Kaylin Donahue. Casey Drop. Grace Dugan. Tanaya Delaney. Sean Ebsworth.
Yes, girl.
Nasir Edens. God's Power Ependu.
Congratulations, man.
Blessing Ekpen Young. Ayana Emerson. Amani Ezel. Justice Fairfax. Hope Fallon Mazer. Taquan Farmer. Emma Farrell. Willow Feldstein. Nathaniel Felix.
Yeah, Nate!
Rose Fevrier. Arthur Fink. Samuel Fisher. Miles Fodor. Elijah Foggy. Brian Fortune. Daniel Fox.
Ari Frankenberg.
Yellow dot, yellow dot.
Wait, so I have
Simone Free. Brianna Freeman. Zachary Gaffin. Jiao Gu Gamage. Briere Gant. Malcolm Garber. Antonio Garcia. Tamir Gaiman. Nyla General. Kashawn Gibson Irvin. Dexter Gilio. Noah Goschel. Bernard Gonzalez. Jaden Sky Greenbaum. James Griffin. Peter Griffin. Naomi Guth. Ray Ha. Ray Ha. Ha. Mary Kay Haas. Owen Hagopian. Rachel Haynes. Christian Harmon Belcher.
Yeah, Chris! Yeah, Chris!
Jayla Harris. Shamir Harris. Ella Hartwell. Eric Haas. Brandon Hawkins. Keon Healy.
Yeah, kid!
Naomi Hirsch. Devin Hobson.
Yeah, Dub! Yes, sir!
Brooke Holloman. Deanna Howe. Phoebe Christine House.
He better come here first.
Samir Jackson. Svetlana James. Elijah Yanchevsky. Janaya Janat. Yasir Jenkins.
Let's go, Piggy!
Jackson Jenkins Snake. Jari Johnson. Akasha Jones.
Very proud of you, man. Come a long way.
Aaron Justice.
Yeah, Aaron!
Colette Justice.
Congratulations.
Gabrielle Carey. Bishop Kashok Miranda.
You said, oh, I'm going to.
Julia Rose Kellogg. Nyla Kelly. Sophia Kerr. Jack Klebanoff. Eli Kaufman. Samantha Kopiar. Anna Kuffler.
That's really good.
Melena Cool.
Yeah, Marty.
Gabe Kunkel. Timmy Toby Kawinu. Grayson LaPierre. Nibia Larock. Martin Latimer.
Yeah, Marty!
Aaliyah Lattimore L. Michelle Lee. Yoon Lee. Ethan Leister.
Yeah, we did.
Alec Lempert.
Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate this couple of years.
Timothy Leonard.
Say the name, say the name, say the name, say the name.
Vernon Lewis.
Yeah, Bird.
Sabria Lilly. Joshua Lord. Rutel Patrice Louis. Colin Lutrario. Will Liu. Baye Lyons Jones. Fatimata Jubreen Minasar. Akil Malcolm. Stacy Marcellus. Jenna Margasak.
Oh wow, look at that, look at that.
Leah Marquette. Kayla Marshall. Jayla Martin.
Yeah, J-Lo.
Natalie Martin. Shania Leon McBride. Tymere McBride. Michael McLean.
Yeah, Mike.
Michaela Nicole McLaren. Micaiah Nicole McLaren. Kaishir McCory Giddens. Kahil Hassan McCray.
Yeah, Hill.
Jamone McCubbin. Destiny McGee. Catherine McLaughlin. Bailey Mesa.
Yo, give me one, Dion.
Dion Michaels.
Yeah, Dion.
Joshua Mignot. Gabriel Montillo. Kashmir Moore. Tyron Moore.
I was about to do it.
Lucia Moraleda. Sadam Morphia. Elizabeth Muganizi. Corey Monroe.
Yeah, Corey.
Swathi Murali. Asala Murray.
Yeah, Solid.
Samuel Knuckle. Latier Endoy. Harry Nago. Amy Wynn. Annie Wynn.
Sorry, I don't know what
Jeanette Wynn. Nathan Wynn. Sydney Nixon Slocum. Jaya Talia Knoll. Matthew Nolan. Shakira Norman. Molly O'Neill. Aaron Olden. Jamie Anwalada. Ozioma Oti.
Thank you.
Jaquan Page.
Yeah, Quan!
Howard Palm.
Yes, sir!
Aaliyah Anye Parks. Nia Collection. Lauren Pereira. Aaliyah Paul. Benjamin Fung. Alejandro Plata.
Yes, sir!
Olivia Polisano. Kyra Pope. Morgan Fiona Powell. Ava, President. Vance Ragland.
Yeah, Vince!
Quincy Rose. Alasia Riggins. Ariana Risdorfer. Celia Rittler. Xavier Rivera.
All the way on.
Tajay Robb. Nashaya Robertson. Asada Robinson. Atasia Robinson. Nisa Robinson. William Foster Robinson. Morgan Rogers Bunch. Stefan Rogowski. Evan Romanecki. Miriam Rose. Tyreek Rowe. Lonnie Rowland Jr. Shame Deanna Sanders. Brianna Valerie Sanders. Adasia Sapp. Crescent Saunders. Kamira Sawyer. Simon Scott. Tatiana Scott. Theodore Scott. Jared C. Sahai. Amber Simpson. Kyle Simpson. Talia Simpson. Crystal Anye Sims. George Sloan. Naeem Slocum. Levi Smalls. Claudia Smythe. Tiffany Snyder. Ben Sabaloff. Abdul Solomon. Tamsir Sumer.
Thank you.
Ava St. John. Vivian Stackhouse. Journey Stallworth. Ariana Starks.
You're not slick. Get back here. Yeah. Thank you.
Kareem Stevens, Jr. Kayla Sullivan. Michael Sullivan. Tiana Summers. Samuel Sykes. Daniel Tanai.
Yeah, Ben!
Savannah Tarlow.
Yeah, Tarlow!
Asa Taylor. Aaliyah Thomas. Alasia Thomas.
Thank you.
Joseph Thomas.
Thank you.
Jared Tompkins. A.J. Thompson. Denham Thompson.
Good job, AJ.
Thank you.
Jameer Torrance. Memoro Toure. Lillian Grace. Daniel Turner. Amoy Valentine. Yasir Naeed Valentine. Evan Vasali. Angelica Vo. John B. Jordan Wade. Joshua Wade. Sarah Wahid. Riley Walker. Talika Walker James. Jalea Wallace. Lauren Simone Walton. Pierce Warren.
That boy Wayne.
Sarah Washington. Amir Watson.
Yeah, Amir. Yeah, Amir.
Robert Webb.
Thank you.
Nico Weeks. Mia Wiseman. Ava Werner. Rashawn West. Ariella White.
That boy Wayne.
Dwayne Williams.
Big Wayne.
Kansas Williams. Kennedy Williams.
Oh yeah.
Najee Williams.
Yeah, not.
Jayla Willis. Craig Wise. Darren Mean Sayamunkun. Ferris Yassin.
No problem, brother.
So as we wait for our couple seniors to get back to their seats, I just want to thank you all for being here today. I wish it would have been a little smoother, but I'm glad the rain held off. I talked to some people, and we got it worked out. So thank you. I was trying to get the air conditioner to work, but they said we couldn't turn it on, so to save money. So we left it off. Seniors, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Please stand. Before we move on, seniors, do me a favor. Turn to your parents and give them a big round of applause, please. Thank you for your sacrifices and for the laundry and cleaning the rooms and giving them money for food when they ask for it. And seniors, today is a great day to ask for money. They cannot say no. I would also like to take this time just to thank Dr. Marseille one more time for his service to the Cheltenham community. Dr. Marseille, thank you. Seniors, do me a favor. Turn your tassels from right to left. By the power given to me by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, I now declare you the class of 2021. Congratulations. Seniors, please go back to your seats so that we can process out before we get rained on. Parents, I'm going to ask you to please wait for your seniors to process out before you start to move, just for space purposes. Thank you so much. Seniors, as always, I love you very much. Congratulations.
Big booty sack, let's go.